everyone, and welcome to the Knowbuddies for trending drug boats and media lies.
757 Living, Bella Napoli.
For Life Unfiltered, social media detox.
Fan Zone, Christmas movies.
For Gummy Bears, a Chihuahua at Christmas time. I'm Kashmir.
I'm Jackie.
And we are the
Knowbuddies. 757.
Thank you everyone so much for joining us today. Be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube or take us on the go on podcast platforms and engage with us on social media through Facebook, Insta, X, TikTok. And today we are exposing the media lies. Okay, Mark Kelly, the senator in Arizona, he basically was like, the Trump administration's breaking the law and the military's gonna fight. And then the media's like, well, what laws are they breaking?
And they couldn't come up with any.
Until they figured out, oh, the drug boats, launching those, that's an act of war. We need to put these people on trial. And the Washington Post came out with this article that was full of lies, and all these senators and congresspeople, it's an act of war. But the New York Times and ABC said, because they were saying that they shouldn't have struck the boat 2 times because there was these little survivors out and that was gonna, be detrimental and that's against the law to do it. But the job was to sink the vessel, and these little 2 survivors were trying to save their drugs and retaliate and get more people. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's true. They were trying to save their drugs. And what cracks me up, the media narrative now, if you just go Google, is it illegal? All like NBC, CNN, just all the left media, they're saying it's not, fentanyl. And mainly those drugs from Venezuela are only going to Europe. It's not going to touch America. Isn't that whacked? How could you even think that those Venezuelan boats bringing drugs over have the right to terrorize our nation? And what cracks me up is Biden back in the day was telling Bush Sr., please stop them from bringing the drugs over. Mm-hmm. So what happened to the Democrats and their stance against drugs? Oh, you know what happened? Yeah, it's about being in power. You can't make this up. They don't mean what they say. They don't say what they mean. They take an issue so that they can stay in power and they try to brainwash the people. But I would think that most people don't think it's an act of war. They don't think that Pete was trying to destroy human life. The mission was to destroy that boat, sink it, and stop the drugs from coming overseas. That was the mission. And when you do this, when you have those 6 senators, or no, they weren't senators, 6 congressmen, some senators, some representatives, saying that you need to disobey the president of the United States, that is wrong because you are putting doubt in the military.
Yeah.
You're putting doubt in the minds of the military. And I learned this from Carl Higbee. He's on Newsmax now. Mm-hmm. He was basically going to be left over in Iraq and tried because they said his team mutilated the butcher of Fallujah, which they didn't. And then they had to come back home. He got exonerated. But what he's saying is the people high up in power that want to be in the military, that want their positions, they will bow to the knees of the Senate. They will bow to their knee, and they don't care about the people that are doing the real mission, the people that are at war.
No. I mean, it's already hard enough to go to war. They have so many rules, so many laws that they have to follow, and then putting in the doubt that they need to stand up to Trump and violate his orders. And you know what? You're the people in power, senators and congressmen.
And what's the guy's name? He's the senator he's the one that started it. Mark Kelly.
Yeah, Mark Kelly.
Well, he was on the news and they asked him, they said, well, would you have did that strike? He couldn't say that he wouldn't do it. And then he's like, oh, I'm afraid. I'm afraid for our military that they're going to be in trouble for what they did later down the road. I felt like that was a threat.
Yeah.
Is that a threat to our military?
That
I'm tired of this media bias. It's bull. They hate Trump so much. They do not care about the American people. And I was just Googling how many people have died from drug overdose. It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's fentanyl. And it's not just fentanyl. Drugs are a big deal in America. They said over 48 million 12 years old and up are addicted to drugs. Mm-hmm. This is scary.
Yeah. And it's scary that you're trying to demonize the military. You're trying to sow seeds of doubt. You're in power. go and if it's an issue and this isn't a real war, then go fight it in Congress. Like,
yes, but they want to demonize Pete Hegseth. They hate him because he's for the military man. He's for the everyday military hero.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to see them hurt like this. He doesn't want the politicians' war versus the military war or the generals' war versus the politicians' war. It curdles my stomach. It makes me so upset when they hate Trump so much that they will throw the military under the bus.
Yeah.
They don't care. It's just, you just can't make this up. I just was thinking if we didn't have now what we have, like social media where you can research your own, we wouldn't know the truth.
No.
Because the mainstream media, they won't tell you the truth. They won't tell you that it's wrong. That it's wrong what we're doing. No, we're right because we hate Trump so much and we have to be in power. We have to be in power.
We have to hold him accountable, which, oh my gosh, like this whole hold accountable. You guys let this little senile old man, oh, he's fine. He's fine. Yeah, look, Mr. Autopin, he's fine. Like, hello, everybody.
But now Trump's deranged. Trump's the one causing all this. Pete Hegseth, they're doing atrocities. They're horrible. And what cracks me up, they all went on the media. Slotsky, but she's in the Senate. She hated Pete when he was doing his hearings. She makes me sick. They all make me sick. They go on the news and they're all, well, what have they done? They couldn't say a thing that Trump was telling them to do that was wrong because because he has broad military powers. Read the freaking Constitution. It says he is the executive in command of the military.
And where were these people when Obama was doing all the drone
Thank
strikes?
you.
And you know what else? Obama
you.
actually killed an American citizen. And they're like, oh, wrong place, wrong
and
time.
Back then, I didn't even care when Obama was droning the bad guys. I was like, good, drone them so our military don't have to die. Take those drones and, get
Wipe
rid of
them
the
out.
bad guys. I don't care. I'm tired of this.
If Trump killed an American citizen or the military did, do you know what outrage there would be? I mean, come on.
Thank you.
Come on. Like, they don't even let us deport people.
Yep.
And Obama killed an American citizen
And he
in
deported
Yemen.
people.
Yeah.
But this is what ticks my hide, is that Trump is actually pursuing peace. He's pursuing peace. He's not sending our military into harm's way.
Yeah.
The first president ever to not go along with war. And the Democrats were supposed to be against war. The first president ever to say, I want to pursue peace. But he can't bomb a drug boat coming to our shores to destroy our people. I really wonder how far that narrative is going to go that we love. Because that's Trende Aragua. I can never say it right, but Trende Aragua, the Maryland man. Those are the people coming over on the boats.
Bad hombres.
Bad hombres.
Bad, 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 bad. But I will give ABC some credit.
Good.
Because Martha, and she is so, woke. Like, I remember when that whole, they're eating the dogs and eating the cats. Eat the dog. Eat the cat. So I remember J.D. Vance was on her show, and she's like, only some apartment complexes are overrun by illegals.
Thank you, Martha.
Yeah, only some. And he's like, Martha, do you hear yourself? Only some.
I'm going to move my grandma in that apartment.
But she went on and she said the whole thing. She said that they had to do the second strike because they were trying to retaliate and save their drugs. And
thank you, Martha, for telling the truth.
And the New York Times, they debunked the Washington Post.
Okay, I'll give them their flowers.
Because, the Washington Post just did this whole blast of things. And it's like, there's no media integrity because even the thing with Kash Patel recently where they were saying oh, he was like a little schoolgirl and he needed to have his jacket and this and that.
Bad.
And it was a lie. And can you imagine, if it was the same media doing this to, the Democrats?
Well, the media they were saying Biden was fine and he was healthy. Now they're saying Trump isn't healthy and he's not fine. And everybody's laughing. Because I guess Bassett said, he only called me 2 times in the middle of the night this week. I guess he's going down.
Oh my gosh. And I wish that the media would be the double state.
Me
They
too.
would hold them to account. I guess that's why podcasts exist now.
They're
Now we
important.
have Megyn Kelly, we have Mark Halperin, we have The Blaze, and this is the medium that needs to kill.
I mean, because you could have an opinion.
Yeah.
You could say, okay, I want Trump to go to Congress, and I want them to declare this an act of war against the Venezuelan boats. But I'm just saying, you can have your opinion. That's all I'm saying. My opinion is bomb the boat. That's how I felt about Obama. I loved when Obama did it. That was actually one thing I agreed with him on.
Yeah, get rid of them terrorists. And I just think we need to hold people accountable. The media needs to be held accountable, and the legacy media needs to go bye-bye.
I just say go bye-bye.
Yeah, they're...
Or raise up a younger generation that wants to swallow up that media and that actually has the guts to do it, to swallow it up and take it over.
Yeah.
With really a subjective heart.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that was wrong. No, that's what they have. We want an objective heart.
Yeah, objective.
Yeah, that's bad. Sorry. Objective, not subjective.
It's just lies. Just know they're lying, and they don't have their facts, because everybody all last weekend were like, act of war. We're going to put them on trial.
And if it isn't one thing, it'll be another.
Yeah, they'll just keep going down the little rabbit trail.
Because they truly have Trump derangement syndrome.
I mean, I love Trump, but I'm kind of hoping, like, once he's out, like, maybe...
Oh, it's not going to stop.
You don't think so?
Oh, no. They're going to hate whoever's next. If it's JD, they're going to hate him, go after him. I'm telling you, if we do not pray, we will become a banana republic. We will become a third world nation, because the media, that's what happens when the media aligns with power and they want that power. And I'm not even going to bring up the mayor in Minnesota with Somalia.
Oh.
If they want that power so bad and you have the media on your side, we need to pray. We need to pray for an awakening.
And to stop watching them.
Amen.
Stop watching them. Okay. So we got rid of media lies, but we did. For 757 Living, we found a new Worth the Bite Nobody's Pick. Where'd we go?
Bella Napoli. And I'd been researching it for like over a year, but I think after my dad's scare, I was trying to be good and not really go out to eat.
Yeah.
But we tried it, and what did you think?
So it's Italian, right?
Yes.
And like legit
yes.
great food. And it's kind of like not hole in the wall, but it's like this in a shopping center where you don't really go by. And like you said, you had to research it, but oh my gosh.
Yes.
The appetizers. Just to start with the appetizers, like zucchini fries and the best mozzarella sticks you can ever imagine in your entire life. Because Danielle and
No lie.
Yeah, no lie. Like Danielle and I went to Outback and got them like, but these were like crisp to perfection.
And almost like the cheese didn't even like sit inside the shell of the mozzarella stick.
It just pooled and pooled.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And then me and Jay Random, we love zucchini fries because we would go to this fair in Antioch when we lived in California, and we'd always get fried mushrooms and fried zucchini.
Yeah.
Better. Even better. Because these were like zucchini fries, not hunks.
Yeah.
Ooh, great seasoning.
Yeah. Seasoned perfectively.
I feel so bad because I do love pizza. So everywhere I go, I'm like, that's worth the bite. But no, I know when pizza's good or not. And that combination pizza.
Yeah, we got a combo.
Ooh.
And I love the cheese. I know Nanny said she wasn't a fan of the sauce, but I'm like, I love this sauce. It's just like,
so light.
Light and crisp. And they do have Italian cookies too. We didn't get them, but I did see them. And
they have Italian food too, not just pizzas. I seen like a little older couple was eating their little subs.
Yeah, they're weekly people. And people came in because sometimes I feel bad if I'm like the only person in a restaurant. And
no, they have a great star rating, and I just think it is worth the bite. It's so good.
So be sure to check that out.
And great prices.
Oh, I totally forgot to say it. Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
I think it was $60 for all of us. We got 2 pizzas, 2 appetizers, and we all got drinks. And this economy right now, like, fast food is so expensive. Go to restaurants.
I just thought, God bless that restaurant because that was so great. And it looks like it's a husband and wife team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really cute. It's like all dolled up with like Coca-Cola decorations.
Yeah.
And then pictures of where they're from because they're from Italy.
Highly, highly recommend them. What are they called again?
They're called Bella Napoli.
In Suffolk. And they are totally worth the bite. A nobody's pick. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about something that your family may want to try this holiday season: social media detoxing. Hey, Hampton Roads, are you looking for a hairstylist? Then I have the perfect person for you. Tanya Waters, located in the heart of Norfolk at Edward Johnson Salon, and 30 years of experience. Plus, she's my mom. I mean, do you think this hair is natural? And she has a great deal for you. With any service, you get a free, that's right, F-R-E-E, free deep conditioner. How do you get this deep conditioner? You call 757-652-8353. Again, that's 757-652-8353 and mention the Knowbuddies. Welcome back to Life Unfiltered. So one thing that you may want to consider this holiday season when you're all together is a social media detox. And I know that may sound extreme, but this is something we did in
We did.
2023. I think it was from September to December. It was a long stretch. And by social media detoxing, that means we didn't go on Facebook, we didn't go on Instagram, we didn't go on X. I don't even think we watched YouTube. Like, if we watched YouTube, it was on the TV. If I did Duolingo, I stayed off my phone. I didn't play games on my phone. I think I just used my phone to research things, like using Chrome,
Yeah.
which then made me read website articles because I got bored. But I want to say it really helped like shift my focus. What about you?
Oh, yeah. It helps you to connect with others because I can tell your attention span, it becomes very small.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really want to be a good listener and you want to focus and you want to pay attention to what other people are saying, being on your phone will, I say, negatively impact your listening skills because
It
you're
does.
not paying attention
Mm-mm.
like, I wasn't paying attention like I wanted to pay attention.
And I will say for me too, there was a big event at work. Like, we had all our international directors come into town. Like,
Oh, I remember.
I had
Yeah.
all of these presentations to do and interviews. And I was kind of like, oh man, I should like post and like show like I'm with all these people, I'm doing all these things. And I didn't do that. And I'm like, well, I mean, I enjoy the memory, but I don't have to show off my life to people. And
I agree.
before like the whole detox thing, I just remember posting all the time to my story to just post and
Yeah.
take pictures of myself. And now I don't necessarily post as much on Instagram and Facebook unless there's something like monumental in my life or I go somewhere or I do something.
I agree.
And it totally shifted my perspective. And also my perspective with the relationships I have with people because I felt like I don't even know if I announced it. I think when I came back, everyone was like, oh, you're back. But I'm like, if I'm important to you, you will make an effort to reach out to me besides.
Through social media.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like social media shrinks our world. Like, you think you're in a huge, big world. You think you're seeing everything. You think you're a part of this big global village.
Yeah.
But I actually believe it shrinks your understanding of the world
Oh.
because you're not paying attention to what's happening to you locally. You're not paying attention to what's happening in your own home. You're texting the person in your own home, or you're sending, like me and Jerry are sending Facebook memes to each other on Facebook Messenger.
Mhm.
It becomes a little bit depersonalized. And another thing I was thinking too about it is of the media that we consume, it's not real. Like, I heard one girl, I follow this one girl, and she was a former Sports Illustrated model. She's beautiful. She says she gets over 500 comments a day saying she's fat. Yeah, I know, and her husband's all, they're just jealous of you. And I said, I commented, true. But that is sick. What world are we living in where we are going to set ourselves up to feel bad about ourselves because we're going to look at social media? And that's what I'm meaning by it's giving us a false perspective. You're thinking these things are real.
Yeah.
But like you said, you were posting all the highs. Do we really post the truth? Do we post the truth when we get in fights? Do we post the truth when we're snippy and, upset with each other? Like, no one is perfect.
No. And I want to circle back too, because like you take these comments so personally on social media, and I bet you most of the time the people who comment them, they probably won't even remember it.
And they wouldn't say it to you in real life if
No.
they seen you in person. They would have a completely different perspective of you.
Mhm.
And this was another point I had. Like Trump, they say they hate him because of his tweets and the things that he does on social media. But they say when you meet him, because Glenn Beck said he did not like him. He thought he was just set up by Trump back in the day when he was running. And he said,
Yeah.
I'm so ashamed that I thought he was using me. He said, because when I met him, he said, he is such a kind person, such a different person that you could ever imagine. So that's what I think. You're judging a book by a cover that's not real. You're not meeting the person. You're not knowing the people.
Also, too, like when you post a picture, I can't tell you how many pictures I actually take before I pick one that
So true. Well, because you want to see yourself in the best light.
Mhm.
And another thing too is, this is going on a different topic, but when I was researching about it, they were talking about when you wake up in the morning, it was a Stanford study, like don't get on your phone and look at it
Oh.
immediately because it says it triggers the flight or fight response in you.
Oh, really?
So this morning I said, well, I'm not going to do it. I felt addicted though. I wanted to look at it, my phone. And instead, I looked out the window, like, I looked down the street, and then I had like a book next to me. It's called The Power of Positive Thinking.
Ooh.
I know. And I picked that up and opened up a chapter and read it. And then I felt the need leave me to pick up the phone.
Okay.
But I could see the addiction. Pick up the phone, get a dopamine release, get that response. But then it's funny, I'll pick it up and I don't see anything worthwhile really to be just doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling is a thing. And then the worst is too, like, I don't know how many times I do this, but I'm going to be watching my TV show and then I'm scrolling on social media too. So then I'm not even watching the show.
Nope. And then you don't fully enjoy it.
No. And you're not with the people around you. And I don't know, like, do you think we should take a break from social media this Christmas?
I do. I think, like, take your phones and stick them in one spot.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you really need them? Especially if you're watching a show.
Yeah.
I mean, we all are doing it. I mean, our whole family, we'll be watching TV on our phones, on our computers, researching. We're doing multiple things. But I think it's good to just take a step back and have other priorities, have other avenues of creativity. Like, I've been trying to journal more because I noticed the phone stops me from doing creative things, journal or write songs. Those are the things that I like to do.
Yeah.
And I do like to research subjects, but I think that's fine. That's not the same thing as just doom scrolling and going through your phone and comparing yourself. Because comparing, like I said, that's a bad thing too. It's not reality. I mean, because I was going to ask Kashmir this. How many people do you see out there when you're just going around town and going to the grocery store or going where you're going? Do they look like their social media posts?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's reality?
It's true. And then also, like you were saying, like activities, like do stuff with your family that doesn't involve your phone.
Yeah.
Like we do puzzles.
Or we painted. That was fun. I'm not a good painter, but I still like doing it with you guys.
Like I have the bad habit of just opening my phone, checking Facebook, checking this. And I do the
same thing.
When we were detoxing, I had that problem too. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to not look at this. And
yeah. View it as a reward. You're rewarding yourself. Because I was listening to that. I guess it can mess up your cognitive function, like especially with neurodiseases.
Okay.
Is that the right word? Neurodiseases? Well, a lot of neurology problems.
Yeah, neurology. Yeah.
So like it can cause Parkinson's, it says, dementia. Like you don't realize it. It's like you're feeding sugar to your brain.
And didn't you say something about gray matter?
Oh yeah, something has to do with your gray matter, which is how I guess you function. So you don't even know what's happening to little kids in the formation of their minds.
Oh,
and you brought up something too about little kids, and you said the videos are different.
Oh, they are. Yeah, or video games. And then I actually have 2 points with that. So they said video games now are different than like when me and my brother played them because they said we didn't get instant rewards. Like you had to be patient to beat a level or you had to strategize to think of how to finish the game. It wasn't just an instant reward.
I can see that.
Where now like you have games where it's like the FOMO, like we got addicted to
the farm game.
Yeah, heyday. Oh man,
those newspapers and those magazines and making those little. Oh man, that game was so addicting. Yeah. But you're right.
Yeah, and then like even other games, like you get a reward for showing up each day, and then you have like FOMO, fear of missing out, like if you don't complete your certain
language
tasks.
Game. What is that little thing?
Duolingo.
Is he like a little?
He's an owl.
Yeah, he's a little mean little owl. He was like giving you dirty looks the other night. You better get back on here now.
Which I do Duolingo though, because I am progressing, like learning a skill. But I could see that in other games too, and then just like kids, like just buy, or just get these instant rewards. And then also I noticed someone was posting how they let their kids watch only 90s cartoons.
Okay.
Because they say they're more calm and they're more about character development.
See that.
Because,
some of the cartoons are weird.
Yeah, nowadays.
I've looked at them with Jay Random and we were like, what are kids watching now? Another thing too, this is kind of a scary topic, but I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's Roblox. It's where the kids play. Am I saying that right, Scoop? Yeah. Roblox. That's where all the kids go on and they play. And that's where the child predators are. And I watched this guy. He's on Sean Ryan's podcast. I don't know his name, but he really cares about the kids. And he actually was saving kids and got in trouble by the FBI. And it was Biden's FBI because they told him, we should arrest you. And he said, well, why don't you save the kids first? He was saving trafficked kids. Why don't you save the kids first and then arrest me? But just be aware of Roblox. There's so many child predators on there for your kids. Just be aware they want your kids addicted to this stuff. They want adults addicted to this
Well,
stuff.
they do because people advertise on social media and they like, do you think they're secretly listening to us?
They're listening.
Yeah.
No, they're listening. Like, I'll say something I like and it'll pop up telling me to buy it.
Social media is supposed to make you be connected with people, but it's really not.
Like I told you, I feel like it makes your world really small. You're thinking you're seeing all of this and getting to know people, but you really aren't getting to know them.
No.
I mean, you can know me as much as I show you on social media, but if you really wanted to really get to know me, you would have to call me on the phone and talk to me. You would have to come see me. We'd have to have a lunch together. Then you would know way more about me than what I'm showing you on my social media.
It's true. And speaking of calling, like that is one rule I have, like,
Oh, with dating?
yeah, because
The new thing is that young men don't want to ask women out and they just want to slide into to their DMs because they're saying, which is sad, they have pornography, they have cryptocurrency, and they don't need to go out there because they don't need to get rejected. Why chance it?
especially when coming back on social media, those are the people like, oh, I missed you. And then they start DMing you. And then these people want like these texting relationships. And it's like, that is not a real relationship at all.
No.
Like, I make it a rule. Like, if I am actually serious about somebody and I want to move past the DM stage, like, you better call me on the phone.
No, I agree with you because just when me and my husband text, we can miscommunicate through text. It's not the same as talking. And you can hear them. You can hear their intent. You can hear the sound of their voice. There's more nonverbal cues.
And ladies, don't let no guy tell you that they're too busy to call you or it's not convenient.
True.
Because I had a guy in Morocco. He had to call me on the phone. We had 6-hour time difference. I mean, he wanted to talk to me. He had to call me.
True.
And he did. So just saying, don't let them guys do that to you. Because they're...
Now let's just go back, take it back a minute, but let's just think about our brain health because that's important. Let's think about our cognitive development, our kids' cognitive development, and think about too what you're putting into yourself and what you're putting into your kids.
Yeah.
Because I know images are not good.
No.
For anyone. They're negative because even God's word says, do not conform yourself to the image of this world. But I got this new analogy and it came from my mom and she's like, keep the glasses on like Jesus's glasses. Keep his glasses on where you see him. You see his truth. Don't take them off because you don't want the world's glasses on your eyes. And to me, that's what social media does. It's giving you a wrong perspective, not a true perspective that you can only get from God and his word.
Also, interacting with people.
Yes.
Like, I'm noticing now as like I'm going out with functions where there's younger people, it's getting different where I think it's also like an insecurity thing or where they're just like, it's hard for people to engage with one another.
Because they don't have to call people on the phone and they can just text and they don't have to face someone face to face.
Or they can even deliver food. You don't even have to go to the counter. You don't even have to do you can do self-checkout. And I mean, there are like modern conveniences. I'm not knocking that, but it's just really important to be with your kids, be present, not even with your kids, with your family, with your friends. Don't be in this box.
I agree.
This box, this little black box.
No,
this is what is controlling our lives.
It's a bad little box.
It's a bad little
No,
box.
I could see this morning because I felt addicted. I was like, man, I just want to go on and scroll.
Me too.
And then I thought, this is stupid. What are you going to gain from it? Nothing. But think a little kid doesn't have that intellect to say, man, I want to stop scrolling. How can I better myself as a child?
I know.
When you're a child, you just want to have fun and do fun things.
And I will admit too, like, I feel like when I have kids, I'm going to have to change my ways because I can't, like...
You have to model it.
Yeah, because I can't just be like, oh, you can't be on the phone, but I can. And it takes time, and maybe the first step is saying, okay, let's not have screens at dinner time. Or let's, like, you don't have to do a full detox right away. You could just do increments or, like, on Saturdays, nobody uses their phone. Or let's. You
don't have to have a complete family meltdown.
Yeah. And just be more intentional and just be like, okay, no, let's all watch this show together. Let's put the phones away or come up with activities that are fun that don't require phones.
Or like games too where you get to know each other.
Oh, yeah.
Because even couples, they can lose that spark because they're in their phones and they're not really interested in what the other person has to say anymore.
Exactly. And so, yes, that's what we're encouraging you to do. this holiday season. Find ways to do things together without using your phones.
Yes.
And when we come back, we're going to be sharing our favorite holiday movies. And I got a Gummy Bears story. Ooh, poor little Chihuahua.
Love chihuahuas.
When it rolls, I'll be the catch you. When it falls, you be my only, and I'll be your all. And when it breaks and falls apart, I'll be the pieces of your broken heart.
Hey everyone, Jackie Self here. Go and listen to my EP Looks Like Love wherever you stream music. And I can't wait to share the songs from my heart with you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fan Zone. So, we're gonna talk about holiday movies, but I gotta talk about the Ravens. I just have to. We're taping on Monday this week, and I watched the Ravens Steelers game yesterday.
I wasn't watching. I listened to it. I heard it.
Well, it's just like we're still not in sync, but we really got screwed by the refs on 3 calls.
Okay.
We had a penalty after they kicked a field goal for unnecessary roughness. And even today now, they told John Harbaugh, oh, we're sorry about that.
That's not right.
Yeah. And then so basically they got a touchdown instead of a field goal because they were in the red zone. 2, they had Aaron Rodgers, I guess he had the ball up and then he tried to catch it back because one of our guys had it. And they're like, oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers caught it back, which is like, okay. But then Isaiah Likely in the end zone caught a touchdown and he had 2 feet down. And because he didn't get the 3rd step in, they're like, oh, that's not complete.
3rd step in?
Yeah, you're only supposed to have 2 and do a football move, which he was. He was holding the ball out and we just lost. And this was like the game that you really can't lose because now like our fate's not in our hands. So that means that
Your fate's in everybody else's and how they win or lose.
yeah, so basically we would need 1 to win all the rest of our games and 2 have Pittsburgh lose 1, which they are playing the Dolphins, the Browns. The Lions could be one where they lose and then we play them again.
Okay.
I'm also on the side too where you don't want to just blame the refs. Like, yeah, we got screwed, but there was opportunities like where Lamar threw it to Derrick Henry and he didn't throw it good, and Derrick Henry could have took that back. Rashad Bateman dropped a pass where he could have got a touchdown. So there was all these missed opportunities, and our defense didn't play that great either. You know, I've been holding out for hope. Like, they can have it in them. They have it in them, but I think it's time to just be like, okay, we're not that good this year.
You're moving on.
Not moving on, but I'm not going to I'm not going to have that, like, we got to win.
No, that's why I don't like football that much because I get too high on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, and my feelings get all in there winning, and I'm like, oh, I can't handle this.
And I love the Ravens. I do. I just think that this
season wasn't their season.
No.
This so far.
So far.
I won't throw them in the garbage.
I guess we might have a better chance than the Chiefs. Like, the Chiefs aren't. I don't think they're going to the playoffs either.
Oh, wow.
Which it kind of stinks because the year that, like, they always beat us and then we don't get to go. Well, I'll be curious, too, how the Bills do. The Bills are probably like, yes, no Lamar, no Patrick Mahomes, but they're not playing that great either, so.
Well, there's always a winner and there's always a loser.
There is, so.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
You know, if I'm wrong, I will happily come on here and say I'm wrong.
Oh, I hope you're wrong. You'd be happy if you were wrong.
I will be, but I'm not holding my stock. I'm selling the stock. Raven stock is sold now. Time to admit the facts. We ain't getting rich this year.
Okay.
But I really wanted to talk about, because last week we talked about some of the Netflix shows we watched, but I wanted to share with everyone like our favorite holiday movies because we're in the Christmas spirit.
I love it.
All right,
I got my red on.
Yeah. All right, first one that comes to mind.
Ann Tyler's Saint Maybe.
That's the one on Hallmark. Oh my gosh, it just is like a sad, touching, like,
That has it all.
it has everything.
It's just imagine if the decisions that you made because you had prejudicial thoughts about someone
Yeah.
and it caused 2 people or really someone really important to you to lose their life.
Yeah, there's your sibling, and then it let someone else spiral out,
Yeah.
and then having to make the decision to rectify it in a
Yeah.
way.
And the main actress, the mother, is Gwyneth Paltrow's mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. An ending where the person can rectify.
Yeah, there's redemption at the end.
Yeah.
Another one is Last Christmas.
Oh, that one just breaks my heart, but
it
it's
does.
beautiful.
Beautiful. And there's like a twist that you
Because
wouldn't
I don't want to
expect.
give it away.
Yeah. It has all like George Michael's songs and
It's great.
it's not what you would expect, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. And there's also like the redemptive arc. So those are kind of like more touching. Or of course, It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes. Well, I heard a story. Our cousin Caroline, I'll give a shout out to her, my dad's cousin. They shared that Jimmy Stewart, before he went to war, he was like just this happy-go-lucky guy. Well, when he did It's a Wonderful Life, the ending scene where he had to see the good in people, he was having a really hard time and he couldn't fake it because of his time in war.
Yeah.
And then his co-star, she just stood beside him and gave him the chance. They all waited patiently. And then he got it. He got the scene. And they said back then the show didn't do well.
Really?
Yeah, but then it caught on. People started catching on to the show because it has such a great message.
It does. Like, it's just a chance to embrace life and how God uses people, like uses you.
Bad people in your life too.
Yeah, and uses you to impact others. Except, I'm not going to lie, I do love the SNL version where they go beat up Potter.
I can't stand Potter. I think Dennis Miller was in that one where he was beating him on Saturday Night Live. What you'd really want to do to Potter.
Yeah.
Take his wheelchair and throw him over a cliff. No.
And then we also love the claymation ones.
Oh, I love those.
Little drummer boy.
Yes, and we like Rudolph. And then we love the one where I'm Mr. Heat Miser,
I'm
Mr. Sun.
Year Without a Santa
Yeah,
Claus.
that's a great one. And then Daniela, or the Scoop, she loves the Santa Clauses. And I
Yeah.
do too.
I like 1 and 2. The third one, like, it's okay for me, but I love
the first one when he becomes Santa, Tim Allen, and he gets fat and grows the beard. And the little kids are all lining up at the soccer game to sit on his lap. And they all think he's a lunatic.
I kind of like the second one a little better just because I feel so bad.
You feel so bad for him.
Yeah.
Because they all think he's fat and he needs to lose weight.
They take his son away, Charlie.
Oh, I know. That's sad.
And he was such a cute little kid.
Oh, Charlie, I know.
Charlie. And then he comes back in the second one, which is great, where he meets his wife.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then they have the bad, evil army Santa.
Yeah, I don't like him.
And then Elf. I'm telling you, but it is right. The Scoop was right. Like, you have to be in the mood to watch Elf.
Yeah.
And I always feel like the ending of, like, there's a certain part of the movie where it gets weird, where it's just like, okay, this is a weird ending. But I just love, as the Scoop's like, yes, like, where it just gets kind of off. But I just love the comedy in it. Just Will Ferrell. And he's like, ooh.
When he buys his dad that nightie because he thinks it's for someone special. So warped.
Or he's an angry elf.
Oh, yeah, he's an angry elf. Say that again.
Yeah.
You say it to my face.
Or the one where he's like, Santa!
Yeah.
I know him!
I love him.
And then also we mentioned it last week, Love Hard from Netflix.
That one's so funny.
Mm-hmm. And are we leaving any out?
Is it Christmas with the Pranks?
Oh, no. 4 Christmases.
Oh, 4 Christmases.
Oh, I love with Reese Witherspoon.
And what is his name?
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn, yeah.
Vince Vaughn.
That is a good one because they have to go to each other's houses and then they see if they really want to create this life together because they think they're messed up from their parents'
craziness.
Mistakes. Yeah, their parents' craziness and their parents' divorces.
We don't really watch The Christmas Story. I think one year we watched it.
Yeah, Teresa loves that.
And
I've never been into that one. I don't know why. It always upset me.
I always felt bad for little Ralphie.
Me too. I just felt like his dad was mean.
You know, there is a movie I have never seen. I've only seen the third one, Home Alone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I watched those. I don't know why. I'm not like a big Home Aloner, but a lot of people, they watch Die Hard at Christmas.
Yeah, I've never seen that either. I know
Yeah.
The Scoop just watched it recently. And yeah, those are our favorite
I love
holiday
our Christmas movies.
And it's just like, that's what I love about the holidays is it's all about these traditions and just
And Christmas music too.
Yes, we haven't gotten to Christmas music.
know.
Like our favorite, but I remember growing up was Kenny Rogers.
Oh, I love Kenny
Yeah.
Rogers, The Gift.
Yeah, Mary, did you know?
Yeah, that's your baby boy.
And let us know in the comments if you have a Christmas movie that you absolutely love, or if we missed some, or if there's some that you want us to watch. And
Yeah.
Now for Gummy Bears, I found this story on Reddit,
Okay.
and it is known as the Christmas surprise.
Okay.
So let me set the stage real quick. My family always goes to Christmas Eve Mass. Then we come home and we exchange our Secret Santa gifts between siblings. It's a tradition at this point. There were a lot of us, my 2 sisters, my brother, my parents, my grandparents, and my sister's fiance. So we were in multiple cars. Mass had ended, and I left with my older sister and her fiance to go back home. The others were several minutes behind us. Another important thing, we had 2 small dogs, a Chihuahua and a Chihuahua Terrier mix, that we put in small cages when we leave the house. So my sister and her fiance and I get back home, and as soon as we walk in the door, we were just bombarded with the smell of hot diarrhea.
Oh my God. So sorry. I was not expecting that.
I know, bringing back some diarrhea for Gummy Bears.
Okay.
It was so pungent that my eyes were watering. Definitely in my top 10 worst things I've ever smelled. I have no idea how long that diarrhea was just sitting there, but it was long enough that the entire house smelled like poop. They say the other word, but poop.
Yeah.
It felt like we were choking on it, and I could practically taste it. Oh, God. So my sister, her fiance, and I were just yelling and freaking out at the smell. The house alarm is going off, and the dogs are barking to be let out of their cages like they always do when they know we've just gotten home. So I go over to their cages, and obviously the smell is getting so much worse the closer I get to the source. I let the Chihuahua Terrier mix out of his cage first because he was completely clean. The Chihuahua, on the other hand, well, he didn't just poop in his cage. He had a full-blown diarrhea poop explosion.
Oh my God. I was wondering how it got outside of the cage.
His doggy bed was soaked with poop. It had leaked onto the hardwood floors.
Oh
It had exploded out onto the walls.
my God. I've had some bad dog poop experiences, but whoa.
The small white Chihuahua had practically rolled in it. He's sopping wet and all his fur is stained brown. So he's sitting there barking at me and wiggling like crazy, flinging flinging crap everywhere because he wants to be let out of his cage.
Right?
Oh man, I couldn't imagine like if Josie like her little
poor
hair.
Zachy. He had the bad poop parties.
But he's never rolled in it. Well,
Oh.
we know of one dog who's rolled, but Mr. Frankie. And I'm just sitting there in my dress and heels. Oh, God, because they just got back
That's
from
so
Mass.
nasty.
Trying not to throw up and trying to figure out how I can let him out of his cage without letting him drag liquid poo all over the house and furniture. My sister finally goes to the back door, starts yelling, "Potty! Go, go, potty!" Since that's our dog's cues to go outside. Luckily, the little poo mop went straight out the door, so we didn't drag poop all over the place. There was just a few drops in a straight trail to the back door, so it could have been much worse. But the cage, the floor, and the walls are still a frickin' mess. If you've ever seen the scene from Bad Grandpa,
I've never seen that.
where he sharts on the wall, then you can picture exactly what kind of mess I'm staring at. Okay, I want to say real quick as a pause, you guys were watching Criminal Minds when I found this story, and I just remember it was a deep scene, and that's the one I was laughing
That's
at.
funny.
Okay, the kind of mess I was staring at. Except this one wasn't a prank. It was actual boo all over the walls. And I'm the one who has to clean it all up. I'm the one who loves animals so much that I want to work at a vet. So naturally, I get stuck with all the gross pet jobs as practice. Also, because I'm the only one besides my mom who doesn't freak out and vomit when up close and personal with doggy poop or other nasty stuff. I was also the one who had to pluck out butt worms that had dried onto the Chihuahua's booty fur. But that was a different horror story.
Okay,
Oh,
oh, butt worms.
Anyway, the first thing I did was just toss the entire dog bed. That's what I
yeah.
would do. It was soaked and not even worth trying to save. I also threw his food bowl and water dish into an empty grocery bag to clean later.
Ugh.
Because, of course, those were covered in poo, too.
Oh my God.
Then I had to use an entire paper towel roll to sop. Oh,
Got a little tiny little boy to have such, or girl to have such much poop.
soap up the hardwood floor and the cage floor. Oh, the hardwood.
Oh, gross.
Because thankfully we have tile in our
Ew.
kitchen, but hardwood. Don't forget, I'm doing all this with my bare freaking hands since I couldn't find any rubber gloves. Oh! Okay, tidbit. Don't use gloves. Like, get like grocery bags or something.
Oh,
That's what I
God.
would do.
Nasty.
I had to drag the cage away from the wall so I could get close enough to clean it. But in my haste to get everything cleaned up, I forgot that the liquid crap could spread
Oh.
underneath the cage. So, of course, I just spread this crap even further along the floor. I'm not really sure how I would have been able to avoid doing that, but whatever. So my sister's fiance quickly carries the cage outside so it can be hosed off later.
Oh.
I hope it's not too cold there, too, because, like,
Oh, God.
and that makes more poo drop onto the floor between the cages and the back door. I'm still focused on cleaning up the freaking epicenter of this disaster, so my sister cleaned up the floor trail where it had dripped. I finally got the crap on the wood completely wiped up and disinfected with Clorox wipes.
Oh, my God. Bleach.
Yeah, so I could get closer to the wall without putting my heels or, God forbid, my bare feet into diarrhea. Then I started wiping it off the walls. Surprisingly, it didn't stain or tint the white paint brown. So at least there's that. Oh, God.
So nasty.
Now, at this point, I've been cleaning up crap for a solid 10 to 15 minutes. By the time I'm just finishing up cleaning and disinfecting the wall, the rest of our family finally got home.
Oh, God.
Oh, man, I could hear Nanny. Of course, when they walked in the door, they also started freaking out about the crap smelling permeating the air. It hadn't cleared up at all in the time I've been cleaning. If anything, the smell got worse because I was moving and spreading it around. So they're all asking, what the F happened? And in the meantime, the poor dogs are still outside barking because they want to be let in. We couldn't exactly let them in earlier since one of them is still soaked in diarrhea.
Poor little Joel.
Luckily, I didn't have to be the one who bathed the poop dog since everyone agreed that I'd done much more than my fair share of cleaning up the mess. My mom had to go outside and pick him up with an old bath towel and carry him straight to the tub. Then I spent like 5 minutes furiously scrubbing my hands with soap because, again,
Gross.
I cleaned it all with my bare hands and it got all over me. But I was also lucky that none of it got on my dress or heels.
Yeah, I was shocked about that.
I don't know. I probably would have
That's
took
some
off my
good.
shoes.
Yeah, that's some good.
So yeah, that's the story of the infamous 2015 Christmas surprise. Hope it made somebody laugh because I certainly wasn't laughing at the time. It's a little funny now, but honestly, it's still a nightmare when I think about it.
It is.
I know, because we've had our fair share of poop stories.
Zachy, before he died, Jay Random calls him the waffle stomper. And then Frankie, he did like grenade bomb poos all over my room. It was horrible.
Or my dog, I remember one time she had to go out and I was so tired I didn't get up. And then I think she went in my room and I just kept smelling poop. And
It's so wrong.
so
I understand. You have to laugh at it though.
you do, especially holiday times. So if there's a funny story you'd like to share with us, or you'd just like to send us a comment, question, or ideas for the show, how can they get a hold of us?
You can text us at 757-756-7487 or email us connect@the KNOWBUDDIES 757.com, and we would love to hear from you.
And if you go to the Knowbuddie757.com, we have all of these stories on our blog if you wanted to read some of them or catch up on ones you missed. And yeah, we got a few more holiday episodes coming up the next few weeks, so we're super excited to share those with you. And yeah, we just hope you have a wonderful week. I'm Kashmir.
I'm Jackie.
And we are the Knowbuddies.
757.
Want to be in the know?
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Listen to us on all podcast platforms.
Follow us on all our socials.
Visit our website, theknowbuddie757.com. I'm Kashmir.
I'm Jackie.
And we are
The Knowbuddies 757.